Hi, I'm Zach,
And I'm Lindsay.
and this is the Game Forums Extended Forum, Episode 10. We're going to be talking about Dan Houser leaving Rockstar, PlayStation 5 website going live, a new trailer from a new Saw movie, Fallout 76, and a couple more things. But before we get to that, what have you been playing?
So this week I just put up the review of Firewall, and I hadn't been on Firewall in probably 6 months or so. And I got on there. They've added in a ton of new maps. They've added in a bunch of new weapons and stuff. They have a battle pass system right now. I really had a lot of fun. I was really just going to get on there for a little bit to kind of refresh myself on the game. Yeah. And I ended up playing for like 4 hours or something. I just kept playing. I was like, man, this game is fun. I need to start playing this some more.
With it being free for the PlayStation Plus for this month, was there anybody on there that obviously didn't know what they were doing?
No, I ended up getting in a couple groups of people. Most of them seemed to be around the level I was at or a little higher. I didn't really run across any newbies like trying to shoot themselves in the face or something. So,
well, that's cool. Okay, is that all you played? Just
I played that, and I got on again Call of Duty for a little bit the other day. That's really about the only two things I played this week. A little bit of Call of Duty and a good bit of Firewall.
Okay, I played a lot, but just because I was playing Kingdom Hearts, and then I don't. Did I tell you? I guess it doesn't matter. I got to the very end of the game, and then I got to Ansem's third phase, and then I couldn't do it, so I had to go back, and I'm like, I gotta level up, and I really don't want to play through all that and then do all that stuff again, because it kind of pissed me off, because it's like it doesn't tell you, because there's a part where you go 3 boss fights without being able to go into your item to replenish your stuff. And so I used them on the first fight because of course, why would they prevent you from getting more items out of your inventory, but it does. And so it was just a mess. So I stopped playing that, and I switched over to the Xbox to play some Game Pass stuff. So I played a whole bunch of stuff. Some of the stuff I have listed, it's not the only one that's really worth talking about is State of Decay 2, which I've already put 10 hours in.
Yeah, that game looked like it would be fun.
I've played it twice, and I have 10 hours into that game. It's addicting that I'm sitting on the couch playing it, and I look over and my wife is on the other couch watching me play it. And she's like, this is addicting. It is actually addicting. It's multiplayer. It's on Game Pass Ultimate, I think. So if you were to get Game Pass Ultimate on PC, we could play together. And so it is. So I just got a new base, and I have enough beds there to where I can bring in some new people. And so there was this person that I saw in this enclave, and I'm like, I want to keep an eye on this person. And so getting the new base, I got more beds, and so I grabbed that person, and they joined my party. And this person has cooking abilities, and they are a gardener and stuff. And I'm useless in combat. So if we were to ever get overrun, they're worthless. It's going to fall apart. But they've upgraded my garden and my kitchen to be substantially better, to where it's just
that's awesome. So
it is so
you need
cool.
less people to get food and everything.
You get to self-appoint a leader, and you get to play as everyone. So you I had a military trained army person, and so I played as that person a lot and got them to where okay, you're the leader of the community now. And then I have a second in command that is he's a thief, so he can run really fast, and he has a high carrying capacity, and it's so good.
Go on missions and take all the loot.
Yeah, well, it's I'll have okay, this guy's resting, so I'm gonna take this guy out, load up the truck, go as far as I can, grab everything that I can resource wise, and head back. But then if I have the leader, I'm okay, let's go do a political run, and I'll go to other enclaves, and because he has such a high charisma and stuff, and he's the leader, he can go and I'll talk to other people, and I have some allies that I made some new friends and stuff, and then you trade with them, and then I take him back, and then I send my other guy out to go and steal stuff. And so
that's
it's
cool.
It is so cool. And then there's zombies and everything, but that I didn't play the first one. I played this. I love it, and I played some other stuff, but that's really the only thing that I played that was substantial, that is so fun.
Yeah.
Starting with some news though, Dan Houser, who was the co-founder of Rockstar, has left, or he will be leaving March 11th. He took some time off last year, like the majority of 2019, and so I think he's just retiring, like he's done. But that's still like him and his brother Sam were the two lead writers on like almost everything from Rockstar, and so like you think this is going to change Rockstar, or you think it's not a big deal?
I think as big as Rockstar is, I do think that they're going to have, other people waiting in the wings for this kind of thing. I mean, they've probably been grooming people, especially if he's, like, this vitally important to the company.
Yeah, and with him leaving last year, I'm sure they were like, we got to prepare.
They're typically, like, people in these kind of positions. Yeah. They'll have to give, like, a certain amount of notice.
Yeah.
Like, 6 months or a year, or sometimes if it's, like, a CEO or something, they have to give, like, several years notice.
Yeah.
And the company has to start prepping somebody to take that position.
Yeah. His brother Sam is taking over like all creative parts of that, because one of them was like a creative director and the other one was like the writer.
Yeah.
The writer left, which kind of sucks, because when you think of like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, the writing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess everything stood out in like Red Dead 2, but the writing was like exceptional.
Yes.
And now he's gone, and he was the lead writer. Like, he was like the main guy over that.
I've also heard a lot of rumors that the new Grand Theft Auto 6 might come out. Now, if that's the case, I would assume like most of the writing and everything on that's already done if it's coming out with the new consoles.
Yeah.
But going forward, they definitely have to get on some new staff for a project at that level.
And there's some quotes going around about rumors and stuff, and one of those things was that when you think of like the PS2 era, Rockstar released game after game after game. They released Grand Theft Auto 3, San Andreas, or Vice City and San Andreas all like year after each other. Like, it was insane. Plus they did Manhunt 1 and 2, The Warriors, and I think that's all they did on PlayStation. But like that's a lot of games.
Yeah, that is a lot of games.
They've released one game this generation, which was Red Dead Redemption 2, which was like...
Okay, to be fair though, I definitely think that the scale of the games has increased dramatically.
That is true.
Because, if you go back and you look at San Andreas, not only is it a smaller map, but the level of detail involved in the map is expanded tremendously. Because, they're going in there and they're literally building like a city-sized thing. Everything down to like bags of trash and trash cans and... every little piece in that all has to be custom done, and that would take a long time, especially for the quality and level of polish. And they make it online, so that's got to be another whole headache too. Yeah.
I would love to like do more research on Rockstar, see how many studios they have and like who does what, because they have multiple studios. But it could be Take-Two, which is like their parent company that owns them. Could be like, hey, you guys released one game this year. Yeah, it sold well, but you guys released 7 games, on this generation. We want that again. We want game after game after game. And maybe Dan was like, well, I don't want to stress myself out that, because he talked about how hard it was to make Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
And so it could just be like he's done, because they founded Rockstar in 1998. So it's been a while. So
that's a career.
And that was founded from DMA Games, which was their first studio that they had, and they made Nintendo games, I think, like NES games and stuff. And so they worked that, and then founded Rockstar, which was picked up by Take-Two or 2K, or I think it's
Take-Two.
Take-Two? Okay. Doesn't 2K own Take-Two, or Take-Two own 2K?
I think Take-Two owns 2K.
Those names are too similar.
Take-Two is a stock listed.
Oh, okay.
I guess next up, For Honor dropped some new trailers the other day.
Yeah.
They're getting ready for their Year 4 season. Looks like they've got a whole lot of new gear coming, probably some new maps, and this time they're going to add in a battle pass.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, they said this will be the first time they're adding in their battle pass. So that seems to be what every game has picked up from Fortnite, is the battle pass system.
Yeah.
Call of Duty does it. Red Dead does it now. Apparently For Honor is picking it up. I like battle passes.
I do too.
I think it's a great way to bring in some money, because
it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, if with a loot box, you could drop $200 and not get the thing off at the game.
Yeah.
But with the battle pass, it's typically reasonably priced. They're around like $10 to $20.
Yeah.
They always add in a lot of new levels with stuff, and you can see exactly what it is you're getting. So you could go through and let's say you want, for Honor, let's say there's a battle axe like you really want.
Yeah.
Like you could go in and, play up until you know that you've got it unlocked and then buy the battle pass and have it.
Yeah.
So there's no, okay, I've got a 1 in a million chance of getting this axe. I'm just going to keep pouring money into it till I get it.
That is true, yeah.
I definitely like the battle pass system way more than the loot crate mechanic stuff.
Yeah. With Modern Warfare, like I bought the first Season 1 battle pass. I plan on buying 2 because you get that 25 level boost, I think.
Yeah,
you get
I didn't buy that. I just bought the regular battle pass.
Well, yeah, I think that's what I bought. I thought doesn't it boost your?
Okay, there's 2 battle passes. One of them is just a regular one where you unlock to get the stuff in the.
That's in the paid tier.
In the paid tier. The other one is like a couple hundred or 1,000 more credits or something, and it gives you like a 20 tier boost or 25 tier boost.
The regular one is $10, right?
I didn't use because I bought a premium version of Call of Duty, so it gave me some currency to start with. So I just used that currency to buy the battle pass.
Okay, I think with Season 1 I bought the higher tier battle pass. I think it was $20 versus $10, and it starts you at level 20 or 25. Because I did that to make sure that I got the weapons. Yeah. And so for Season 2, I'm probably going to do the same thing, but it may not be as expensive because I do have some COD points from the first season battle pass.
I have to say I freaking love the weapons they put in here. Like the 2 weapons they put in are probably some of my favorite weapons in the game.
Did you see the leaked images of the new weapons they're going to be adding?
I have not yet.
One of them is the UMP 45 caliber.
Oh, I love that. UMP 45. Yeah. It's a Navy version.
Yeah. Yeah. That it's not called that. I think it's called the Striker 45. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. It looks the same. And so the other one, I don't remember what it was, but so they're adding a known weapon, which is cool.
And the other one, they're just making up, or is it just one weapon this time around?
No, there's 2 weapons. The other one could be resembling a real weapon, but it wasn't anything that I was familiar with.
Now, did you also see that they added in another new weapon that was not included in the battle pass? They added in the crossbow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did see that. But
you have to, in order to unlock it, you have to get, I think it's 25 kills with a marksman rifle with a reflex scope.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
That's...
Oh, wait. I remember what it is now. You have to do 25 matches getting 5 kills in a match with a marksman rifle with a reflex scope.
That's still not that bad.
No, I tried it out the other day with a... what was it?
Just play Shoot House.
Yeah, the lever action one.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I'm kind of glad I started trying it. I normally don't really get into sniper rifles and marksman rifles and stuff. But I really like the lever action gun in that game. So I'll probably use that one in one of my more permanent classes now.
And they added Infected, which I really want to go back and play.
And Gun Game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they added in Gun Game, I think 1 or 2 weeks ago. I just hadn't been able to get on and play as much. And in the map rotation queue, you can select all the different modes you want to do. It puts them in that list too. So, if you want to do just, Gun Game, Domination, and Infected, you can uncheck everything else and just check those.
So, they've added it into, the big list?
Yes.
I
want that list and ability in every new Call of Duty. Developers do it. That is amazing.
The only bad thing that I've heard about that is that that's what's keeping map voting from coming in. And so, if there's more people wanting map vote back, then they're probably going to get rid of that.
Okay. As much as I would like map voting, I would rather ditch map voting for this mode. Yeah. Because being able to go from I like typically objective based game modes. So being able to do domination, maybe some cyber warfare and hardpoint or something without having to do search and destroy.
Yeah.
I love the ability to do that.
That is true. Because if you did like the objective mode, it would throw in headquarters. I don't like headquarters. I don't like when you can't respawn. I don't like that. So yeah, being able to choose to not do that is definitely is better than. I mean, I guess picking a map. Well, if they keep offering these map only selections, then I'm okay with that. Because Shoot House is the best map for me, in my opinion, since Nuketown.
Okay, I freaking love Shipment. Like. Shipment is like just pure chaos and like hyper adrenaline going crazy. Like I can't tell you how many times like I've spawned like at the barrel of someone else's gun.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I'm here, and I'm gone.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just so much fun. I mean, if you're into KD, you're never gonna play on Shipment.
That's true.
I mean, it's just a hyper intense fun game mode to me.
Yeah. And they're supposed to be adding Rust, which I think as of recording it's been confirmed. Rust I did not like. I think it was Modern Warfare 2, right?
I'm trying to remember which one it was from.
It was I think it was 2. I didn't like it. That was the the 360 no scope map. Everybody's jumping off the top of the oil refinery and just I hate it.
Keep in mind now though you can't quick scope with sniper rifles.
Yeah, I mean not with you can. Can't you do it with like the reflex scope style? Well, I haven't seen people quick scope, but you can like aim and
Okay, I don't know about changing the scope out on a sniper rifle for a reflex, but I mean, I literally have not seen anyone quick scope in this game yet. Okay, I've not seen that on a kill cam.
Okay, well, this will be the map to do it then if they find a way.
No.
Next up, PlayStation 5. They released a website that you can like sign up for emails and stuff. This is a quote that's on the actual website. We've begun to share some of the incredible features you can expect from PlayStation 5, but we're not quite ready to fully unveil the next generation of PlayStation. Sign up below to be among the first to receive updates as we announce them, including news on the PlayStation 5 release date, PlayStation 5 price, and upcoming roster of PlayStation 5 launch games. This tells me that they're not doing anything this month.
Okay, I actually heard a thing the other day essentially saying that Sony is waiting on Xbox to drop a price. Like they are essentially not going to say a price until Xbox does. And I kind of get the feeling like Xbox is waiting on Sony because like they kind of screwed it up this last console run. Yeah. So what's going to happen is it's going to be like the day before Christmas and they're both like $500, $499. Yeah. $475.
Yeah.
$450.
The bidding wars.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing though is that when the PS4 was revealed, they didn't give a price.
Mm-hmm. So I definitely think there'll be a reveal before the price.
No, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I could see a reveal going on this month. I definitely think it's coming soon since they've put out the website. And I mean, Xbox has already shown what their stuff looks like. I don't see why they're holding it so close to their chest now.
I say we see a state of play this month. That's not the reveal. Well, maybe it's talking about it might announce, hey, March blah 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 or May blah blah blah. We're going to be doing the event. That's the announcement for it. And then at the end, they tease the DualShock 5 or they tease a launch game.
The DualShock is going to look like the same controller because the one time they changed it, everyone rieted in the streets. Yeah. Although it was fair, that was a terrible design.
But they did make a big deal out of their logo. Everyone was expecting it to be, we know what it's going to look like. They were like, so I think that we're supposed to get some type of state of play. Surely maybe they'll do the controller. Maybe they'll do just what the console looks like. They could do a game.
I think they'll show off the console pretty soon because, Xbox has already shown off their console a while ago.
Yeah. Now, do you think that they did that because they were worried about people thinking it looked stupid?
I don't think they really considered that, to be honest.
Oh.
I think if they were worried that people were thinking it was going to be stupid, they would have just designed it a different way.
That is true.
I think this is what they think everybody wants? Question mark?
Yeah, I get that they're trying to look, we're as powerful as PC, so let's look like them. PC is a PC for a reason.
Yeah.
No one has their PC hooked
in
up
their
to
living room.
Exactly.
This is going to be a big problem just because I don't think it's going to fit anywhere.
Yeah, and that thing looks bulky.
Yeah.
It's the literal exact opposite of what the original Xbox One had.
Yeah.
It looked like a VCR, and now it's like, oh, it's smaller, but it's chunky now, and it's like it's doing the same thing. And then PlayStation 5, I'm sure it's going to look very similar to the PlayStation 4.
I'm sure it's going to be, instead of a trapezoid this time, it's going to be a hexagon, but it's still going to be like the standard flat thing. Yeah. Now watch, they're going to come out, and this is going to be like a sphere-shaped basketball thing, and we're going to be like, what the hell was Sony thinking?
Yeah. It's going to be like oh, this looks like an orb, like the Project Orbis or whatever it was. So
thing from like forever ago.
So I mean, it's going to be interesting, but God, it's just they need to do something soon because it's like it sucks knowing it's coming, but then you don't know when. Yeah. So you're just like, what's the point? But
I guess in other news though, Disney Plus put out a trailer for the Super Bowl. And it showed off 3 of their new series. It's Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and Loki. So for this, like I've been looking at some of this stuff. WandaVision, apparently Vision's back, and spoiler alert, Vision died at the end of Endgame. That was Infinity War, right?
No, it was
Infinity War.
Infinity War. That was the first.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Is this like an alternate reality?
Well,
are they in a sitcom, or why is it a sitcom?
Well, see that's what everyone's like speculating.
That they're in like a simulation type thing.
Yeah, like it's some kind of simulation. Like either Wanda's gone crazy or she's been kidnapped.
Yeah,
and like this whole thing is like some kind of simulation to like keep her contained because she's like so powerful. Like, she could like destroy or anything.
Ooh, okay.
But see, it's also implicating too because she has the ability to like warp reality. Like maybe this is something she is doing to warp reality to try and bring Vision back because Vision died.
Yeah.
And there's another rumor going around. One of the comics called House of M involved Scarlet Witch, in which she used her powers to wipe out nearly every mutant in the world. She's like, no more mutants, and was powerful enough to kill like 99% of mutants. There's another theory to where she might do the opposite in the Multiverse of Madness movie.
Yeah.
In which she goes crazy and warps reality, causing mutants, hence bringing in the Fox properties.
Ooh.
So that would be a kind of a cool twist.
Yeah. That would actually be cool. That's far enough away for them to like
start planning out and start sowing the seeds in this.
Yeah.
Now there was another thing. This was kind of a leaked set photo. In WandaVision, they're going to introduce Sword, the counterpart to S.H.I.E.L.D. And apparently, like one of the first things I was thinking is like Sword is a much more like offensive version. Like they go out and they like bring the fight to whoever is going to come mess up Earth. Because, S.H.I.E.L.D. keeps sucking it up. Like they keep getting invaded. They keep, getting attacked, and Thanos wiped out half the universe.
Yeah.
Sword is like, we're gonna go out and we're gonna find the next Thanos and we're gonna kill him. And to think about it, in the end of Captain Marvel, it shows Nick Fury on like a giant space station thing, and with the Sword group being in WandaVision, maybe they've already started dropping hints, and maybe Nick Fury is forming Sword. And that space helicarrier, or whatever it's going to be, is like their new headquarters.
Yeah.
And they're going to introduce that in another Marvel movie coming out soon. And then, what was it? Winter Soldier and Falcon.
That's the first one, right?
Yeah.
That's the first to come out.
That one looks like it's going to be, the two of them, probably arguing who's going to be Captain America back and forth.
It's Civil War Part 2.
Yeah. Well, I like Civil War.
No, Civil War was
totally
good.
fine with this.
Yeah. Honestly, if it is Civil War Part 2, that's good. And that was my favorite before Doctor Strange. Or no. Doctor Strange was before Civil War, right?
No, that was after.
It was okay. Then yeah, I stand right.
But no, they're also bringing back. If you see in the clips, Baron Zemo from what was it? Yeah, he was in Civil War. He was the villain for Civil War.
Oh, okay.
I still think his plan was like super convoluted and ridiculous. So I didn't like him as much as a character as I know a lot of other people do.
Yeah.
But I'm still interested to see what they do with him. I think there's a lot of potential in there. And there's supposed to be another Captain America styled character. I think he's called U.S. Agent. And essentially it's the U.S. government's version of Captain America.
Oh, wow.
And apparently he ends up being like evil. So
wow.
Yeah, so
shocker.
So this looks like the U.S. government's going to be like, well, now that Captain America is retired, we've got a new Captain America, and now Sam has to try and find a way to take the title back from this poser Captain America, I guess. I don't know. I'm interested to see what they do with it. There's not been a lot of details leaked about that, so I'm kind of curious to see where they go with that. And the third series, Loki. They only really showed like one shot in that.
Yeah. Is there any leaks or anything like about that?
From what it looked like, he's in like
prison,
like
right?
A prison uniform, and they're saying from some of the logos that this is apparently like a time prison, and because at the what was it in Endgame, he ends up getting the Tesseract, and uses it to travel through space and all that. So it looks like, I guess there's some kind of like space-time guardian group. They end up catching him and putting him in this prison because reasons. I don't know. I don't know enough about the comics to figure it out.
But didn't he die?
Well, he did, but they went back in time to a version where he was still alive. So maybe he found a way to escape death on the second go-around or cross the universes, or I don't know. But whatever the reason is, that's probably why he got locked up in prison. And I'm sure he's going to get out.
Yeah.
Because Loki makes Marvel far too much money.
Yeah. I mean, he was the first villain in the first Avengers, right?
Okay, he was the first, like, really good villain.
Yeah.
First big villain, I guess.
Yeah, none of the Iron Man villains were... Wasn't one of them... The
one where he steals Tony Stark's technology to make his own Iron Man suit? Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, no, the one guy, the Mandarin.
Mandalorian?
Mandarin.
Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian. That would be awesome. The Mandalorian.
Surprise!
Crossover. No, yeah, the Mandarin, Ben Kingsley.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a movie. This is off topic, but he's in a movie. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's a Dungeons and Dragons reboot with Jason Statham.
What?
It is directed by Uwe Ball. It is the worst movie I've ever seen. It is like... It is so bad.
Yeah, that sounds like way out there, and I'm surprised they have like such a huge cast for that. That's weird.
Jason Statham, Ben Kingsley. I think there's like one other person that's pretty big.
Lose a bet?
I don't know, but it was on Sci-Fi, and it was like terrible. But I remember that. I was like, why is this guy in this movie? I didn't know Ben Kingsley was like an actual actor. So I thought that he was a crappy actor. And I'm like, what are they putting him in Iron Man for? And I was like, this ruins the movie. And then I found out, like, oh, no, he's actually pretty good. Moving along with the trailer, Spiral from the Book of Saw got dropped.
I'm very excited about this.
I've never been this excited for a Saw movie. Because only with Jigsaw, I was like, oh my God, they're rebooting it already. This is going to be...
Like you said, with Jigsaw, I kept hearing rumors that, the original Jigsaw was going to be in there. And I'm like, how are they bringing him back? He's dead. Is this a reboot? What is this?
He's half robot.
I thought it was handled very well, and I really appreciate that movie.
Whoever writes these movies needs to go into video games.
Yeah.
Just like write a franchise of video games.
Surprised, you were the villain you're fighting the whole time.
Yeah. Have you played Knights of the Old Republic?
No, I have not.
Okay. So yeah, the trailer dropped. It's Chris Rock. Chris Rock is producing it. He's kind of the reason this is back.
Well, apparently he's like a huge Saw fan.
Yeah. Which is crazy, and it's just like seeing him in a serious role is crazy. One, or that was one. Two, where the hell has he been? I feel like he he just disappeared. Like
Yeah,
he wasn't
I haven't
acting.
really seen him in anything in a while. I mean, I guess he's got enough money. He can really pick to do stuff he wants to do.
Yeah.
And if this is something he wants to do, he's got the money and star power to make it happen.
Yeah.
So more power to him.
And I can't help but feel like him doing this is a result of like Jordan Peele making his 2 horror movies, and those are like massive successes.
Well, like another thing that this kind of reminded me of is Ryan Reynolds is like a huge comic fan. Yeah. That's why he was in like Green Lantern and the original Deadpool and the Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
And it's because of him that the actual good Deadpool movie ended up getting made, because he went out and essentially started the project and they shut it down. And that like opening scene with like the SUV and the car chase and all that stuff, got leaked online somehow, and I'm sure he had nothing to do with it. And they ended up getting so much popular support, the movie ended up getting enough funding, and the studio greenlit it for them to finish. And then at the time of its release, it was the highest grossing R-rated movie in history.
Yeah.
So when you're passionate about something, you tend to get it right, and it'll be really good, which I'm really excited for this Saw movie.
And like the naming Spiral from the Book of Saw, it's like it's rebooting while also continuing like the spirit of it, and so we could totally see Spiral 2 and Spiral 3 and Spiral 4, and it's like continuation of the Saw franchise, but like having its merits, like carry over and stuff.
So instead of like Jigsaw, you're gonna have like the Spiral Killer.
Yeah,
that would be cool. I would like to see that. Don't disappoint me, movie.
The trailer, I always get way too hyped watching a trailer. Last week with the Fast 9, I'm like, this movie can do no wrong. This movie I feel like could do no wrong, but it so very well could.
Yeah, no, it could get a lot of things wrong. It could go into the territory of like, just being gory for the sake of being gory and being stupid.
Yeah, it can pull a lot of twists that are like, this doesn't make sense.
It's like, oh, look, we ripped that person's head off. Oh, come to the movie and see it.
Yeah, or like all of a sudden, the John Kramer guy's technically still alive. Or like maybe his wife, who I think died,
I'm pretty sure she's
had a kid. And that kid grew up resenting the cops that caught...
I'm like, look, there's other characters in the franchise that are still alive. Either bring them back...
It's got to be Hoffman. Hoffman or that doctor.
Or what I would like to see is maybe there's some other, like, serial killer or something that, like, idolized Jigsaw and then, like, found this book that he wrote at a garage sale or something. And it's like... I don't know. So somehow he finds it, and it's like all these crazy traps, and he's like, I'm going to be the next Jigsaw.
Yeah. It could be the doctor could have wrote a book over his experiences dealing with all this or whatever to like try to be woe is me, and maybe that's the Book of Saw. Dude, there's so many cool things they can do with this.
They could do a lot of really cool stuff with that.
I guess move on to the next story.
So a game I reviewed a little while back, Gundam Battle Operation, is adding in a new event. It's called, GBO Days? And essentially it's just their abbreviation for it. They're going to be adding in like free loot crate drop things every day. They're adding in like XP boost, and it looks like they're going to be adding in like a lot of new content. So like some new mobile suits, some other new stuff to it, a lot of new updates. So this game has been going on a while in Japan, but it looks like once it hit the U.S. market, it's picked up a lot. So now they're going to get back in and start making some new content for this. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah,
so
that's
definitely
cool.
Jump back into it for a little bit and check out some of the new stuff as they start releasing things.
Yeah.
So,
next up, Fallout 76, the game that never dies.
Although they are trying to kill it.
They're trying to. Wastelanders expansion comes out April 7th. It's going to be free, which is fine for people that already bought the game. You own it, right? You at least own it?
Yeah, I think my wife bought it, but I've never played it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm definitely going to like check this out when it releases just to see, because they're supposed to be adding all the NPCs and stuff. There's supposed to be a main plot or like a main quest now. So that would technically mean that there's a story now. You would assume. And so
Okay, there should be.
There's yeah.
But
Yeah. It could literally be like 8 hours worth of quests and then you're done.
yeah.
And I'm like, this is completely stupid. But I mean, maybe it's their last. But the thing is, like, if this doesn't work, what else do they have? Nothing. Another thing, this is totally. Just remember this. Anthem's core team is so small.
Oh,
the
God.
decorations for Christmas are still in the game. Like they
Really?
haven't patched out the Christmas decorations yet.
Okay, is that bad or what's worse is no one has noticed because no one's played it?
People have noticed, but I think development's gone on Anthem. I think
That is awful.
the Christmas decorations are still up, like in the
Anthem,
place.
like everyone knows after like January 1st, it's taboo to have your Christmas decorations up.
yeah.
We're at almost Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah. It's, oh my God. I think by the time this posts, it'll be after Valentine's Day, right?
No, I think Valentine's Day is Friday and we post this Wednesday.
Okay, never mind. I don't know what day it is. Oh, yeah, I can check. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so like that comes out. I'll check it out. If it does well, cool. If it doesn't, okay. You got any more stories?
Yeah. Have you seen the trailer for Gotham City Sirens, the spinoff of Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad?
Is it a animated thing?
No, it's a live action one.
What? No.
In this one, I kind of went into looking at this trailer, and I thought Suicide was meh. I think they missed a lot of potential.
Birds of Prey is apparently doing really good.
Yeah.
The sequel.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. Is
Oh.
it not Gotham City Sirens?
Oh no, Birds of Prey, the movie that just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The Birds of Prey, the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
that one.
Yeah. Dude, that movie looks cool.
Yeah, like I did not have like high hopes
Yeah.
for that based on the last one, and apparently that movie is getting like super ridiculously good reviews.
Yeah. It's not quite up with like Shazam and Wonder Woman,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still like way better than I think
Yeah.
on Rotten Tomatoes, Suicide Squad is at 27, and as of right now, Birds of Prey I think is like almost 90.
Oh wow!
Which is it's insane.
Okay,
I mean,
is that
it'll go
audience
down.
or critic score?
It was the one I saw. I don't remember. I think they do.
Because critics don't. I never look at the critic score.
Yeah.
Because critics are like, "Oh, this movie is Oscar worthy," and you watch it, and like, "This movie is boring."
Didn't Suicide Squad win an Emmy?
Oh God, did it? I don't know.
think it did. I think it won an Emmy.
The awards don't mean anything. No one even watches
No, they
those
don't.
anymore.
It's because I think the Oscars are about to happen, or they already happened.
They already happened.
They did.
No one
Okay.
pays attention.
Yeah, because I see more people talking about the Oscars than like the actual like
Yeah.
Oscars. As a convention.
But was it me and my wife are going to go see the Birds of Prey movie probably this next weekend.
It looks good.
Yeah. I said, I had kind of low expectations of it from like past DC films and the Suicide Squad movie. But apparently they've really started turning everything around. The last couple movies they put out have been very good.
Yeah, and there's a whole lot of stuff going on within the movie, or like Birds of Prey, that are like Margot Robbie had more creative input on this, and so like as a woman, she didn't, because like I haven't seen Suicide Squad, but apparently they had her in like booty shorts, they had her hair fixed a certain way, they really made her like a hot icon, like eye candy.
Yeah.
But she was like, no, I want to dress the way I want to dress, and then like I have my hair the way I want to have to, or have it, and I'm like, that's cool. That's
I like that.
It's a good movie because it's a good movie. It's not a really crappy movie with a hot girl being thrown on top of it and being like,
Come watch the movie. Look, she's in it.
Yeah.
But we forgot the plot.
Yeah, exactly. And so Birds of Prey is like, it really focuses on what it is. And like another thing I heard about this movie was that it's like it's going to be this is going to be the breakup movie. Like when people like go through a bad breakup, I guess through the female perspective, because they're all females and stuff. And so it's it's about her getting over the Joker without like it's about her getting over him and stuff.
Okay, I also have to say, like, Ewan McGregor is in this movie, and I freaking love Ewan McGregor. He's a great actor.
Apparently, he's really good.
Yeah.
And he's, like, really nuts in this movie, which is weird because when I think of Ewan McGregor, I don't think of, like, wacky, crazy out there. So that's going to be really exciting. I mean, I want to see it. I'm definitely not going to go out to see it in theaters and stuff. There are very few movies I'll do. The Spiral movie, I'll definitely go see in theaters.
Yeah, I'll see that one too.
Because that's one, like, I haven't seen Rise of Skywalker yet. And so nothing's really been spoiled. I know a little bit, but it's like, if the ending of that movie got spoiled for me, I'd be like, okay, well, that sucks. But, like, if there's a twist in the Spiral movie, I'd actually be pissed off. If I knew that without watching it. That would actually piss me off.
Surprise, Jigsaw is a reanimated zombie robot.
Yeah, it's... Oh, my God. I mean, it just depends on how far of a reboot or sequel or prequel or reimagining or rematch. No, it's just like... There's no telling what this movie is.
Yeah.
Other than that it's connected in some way to the Saw franchise.
Yeah.
I
think that's it for this week.
Well, we got one more...
that's all I got.
One or two more. That's all. Okay. So Ubisoft is releasing 5 games between April 20th and March 2021. A lot of speculation. Obviously, 3 of those are going to be the Rainbow Six Quarantine, Gods and Monsters, and Watch Dogs Legion. The other 2 are like what people are guessing. And the rumor was that it was going to be Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell. Because it was like, obviously Assassin's Creed has been leaked. You know, every Assassin's Creed since 2 has been leaked.
Really?
Every game has been leaked.
They're really bad about keeping secrets.
But to be fair, Ubisoft is multiple studios at 8,000 employees. So
okay.
They literally would have like one studio working on like assets, another one is working on like the story, and then another one is working on something else. And so like the rumor was that it was going to be Assassin's Creed, and which is obvious because it's been leaked this year, but not like official leaked this year. And it's going to be Assassin's Creed Ragnarok is the supposed rumor, and then the other rumor was like, oh, it's going to be Splinter Cell. But then Jason Schreier of Kotaku, who is like the godfather of like revealing truths when it comes to like leaks and stuff, he was like, oh no, it's going to be Far Cry. And we're like, oh, okay, well, thanks. I bet someone at Ubisoft is pissed that he's like, no, it's Far Cry. And I'm like, no, it's like it's going to be a while for Splinter Cell. It's going to be Far Cry. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, this dude's he was the one that put the plug on the whole BioWare thing for Anthem. He was like, he found out all this stuff and he's like, all right, here you go. And so now EA's like, oh, we don't know what he's talking about. What do you mean? And so it's just an interesting thing, you know, because Ubisoft is one of my favorite developers and I guess publishers, and I know that you like them a lot.
I really like Ubisoft too. They're a great studio.
And so it's like...
So I guess one question on the Assassin's Creed thing.
Yeah.
Do you think we're ever going to see, since they're doing all these like past incarnations and mythological stuff of Assassin's Creed, do you ever think we're going to see like a modern Assassin's Creed? Or like a future Assassin's Creed?
In all of the Assassin's Creed games, they have present-day counterparts to it, explaining like what's going on in the present, and they're all connected. Universally, that is everyone's least favorite part. So they always make it a small portion.
Okay, but like on the stuff going on nowadays, isn't it just like talking? You're never like an assassin right now.
In Assassin's Creed 3, you actually were like an assassin, like... in the present day. The coolest one was in Black Flag, Assassin's Creed 4. You were a computer technician at Abstergo, but they had a building in Chicago. And there's a portion in that game where the studio gets hacked, and you're able to see who hacked it, and it was Aiden Pierce from Watch Dogs.
That's cool.
Had hacked the Abstergo building in Black Flag. And so that was really cool. That was a cool little Easter egg they had. I guess it's not an Easter egg. It was part of the plot. It was like they're all connected and stuff.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That was
I
the
like stuff
coolest.
like that.
But what's cool is that it was Abstergo was the name of the company, but it was designed as a video game company. And what you as a computer technician were doing were finding assets to make the game. But by doing that, you were going back in time to find what really happened. So
so that being said,
they tricked you.
What do you think Ubisoft actually does then?
I don't know. Because it's like it was a meta commentary on like you were playing the game to get assets. You know, you were playing the game to find out the story while Abstergo was using you to go back in time using their technology to develop a game, but they're really using that to find out where the pieces of Eden were. And so see why I love Assassin's Creed?
Okay,
it's
that
just
is pretty cool. I need to go back and start playing some of those.
They're so good.
I think I played like the first 2, and I haven't played any since.
I've played every one of them except for the 3 arcadey Assassin's Creed games that were on. I think they're on current gen now, but they were like side-scrolling type thing.
Yeah.
I never played those, but Assassin's Creed is my favorite franchise, like by far. And with Syndicate, it was like, this is awesome. And then like, okay, we're taking some time off. And then Origins came out. It was completely different. And then Odyssey came out, and it was like, dude, Odyssey was the biggest game I've ever played. Like, just beating the main story and like going through the main story and getting a lot of the trophies, like doing a really chunky playthrough was like almost 100 hours.
Oh my god.
And it was just like, and it was fun. Like every bit of it was so fun. And they always tie like mythological ideas into reality. So like, who was it? The Cyclops was this really big guy who had his eye poked out. So everyone called him the Cyclops. He wasn't a mythological creature.
He was just some guy.
Yeah, but he was like...
But over time, the legend... that's cool.
Hercules, you find in Odyssey, and he's a big old dum-dum, but he's like really strength. He's super powerful, and I think he like killed himself. He like picked up a rock, like, oh, I'm so powerful, and it fell on him and it killed him. And so it's just like... And then now Vikings, which is the rumor. I'm excited. I've always been excited. Assassin's Creed, in my heart, could do no wrong. Maybe they still could. I don't know. I mean, they can screw something up, but. Yeah. And then the last story was that Activision came out and said that Call of Duty made more money using battle passes other than loot boxes, which is only a good thing.
Yeah. No, like I said, we talked about this earlier. Like this is great news that they're making more money with battle passes than loot boxes. And I mean, it gets back to what it is. If I can see, like, okay, there's this gun that I really want.
Yeah.
Like, I bought this main battle pass because it had the G36 in it.
Yeah.
And I freaking love the G36 in nearly every game I play. And I just love the look of it. I love the feel of it. And that's why I bought the battle pass.
Yeah.
But if it was a loot box where it's like I have a 1 in 200 chance of getting a G36, I'm like, well, I'm not going to spend the money and try and gamble to see if I can get it.
Yeah.
And then get pissed off after, $10 or $20 or $200. I mean, some people just pile money into this.
Yeah.
And it's just abusive to players.
Yeah. The only bad thing, in quotations, about battle passes is that it replaces money with time. So you have to spend time playing the game.
Well, see, that's not true either, because you can buy premium currency to advance it.
Yeah.
So, this gives you the option of both. So if you don't really have a lot of money...
just play the game a lot.
Yeah, just play the game a lot, because the weapons were on the free tiers.
Yeah.
You did not have to pay to get the weapons at all.
I guess there's always going to be something that people complain about, because, like, if it's... Okay, so, like, me working a full-time job, having kids, all that kind of stuff, my game time is small.
Yeah.
And so...
I did not complete the battle pass.
Yeah. No, I think you were further along than I was.
Yeah.
But you play Call of Duty more than I do.
Yeah.
And so, like, next season when it drops... I have to make the choice of, like, do I play this game a lot and get the 2 weapons, or do I spend money that I don't want to, or do I just not get those weapons?
Yeah.
Not getting those weapons, is that going to affect me not getting that gun,
Mm-hmm.
But that's also, like, such a small problem.
Yeah.
And it's really a first world problem.
Yeah, it's definitely
it's
a
like,
first...
oh, I don't want to play this game for that long. I'm like, well, I mean, it's there. It's in front of you. Yeah. I could choose not to play Kingdom Hearts, which I don't know why I'm going through that, but it's like it's just I don't know if I'm actually going to go all the way through, because it's like Kingdom Hearts 2 and then 3, and then by the time I beat 3 I'm not going to know what's going on, so it's like, what's the point of actually playing through these? But I don't know why I'm making myself do that. I'd probably just stop, because they're not really that fun, but 3 looks cool, so I don't know. Loot boxes suck. Battle passes do not. I don't think anyone likes
loot boxes. I'm definitely glad the whole battle pass thing is catching on. I am down with battle passes.
Yeah, I want to see definitely more battle passes in games. What was it
when Red Dead came out with their first battle pass and added in the 3 factions or I guess 3 roles or whatever they called them. I mean, I played the crap out of Red Dead 2 when
Yeah.
that first came out. I mean, that was fun. Because I was like, I can really unlock a lot of stuff. I'm enjoying all the new content they put in. I played some with you. I played a bunch with my wife.
Dude, that game is so fun.
I didn't really get into this last season on Red Dead. It mainly looked like it was just a lot of supplies. There wasn't... The first season, there was like new weapons, new outfits, new stuff for your camp. A lot of new stuff. And like one of them I got was really cool. It was like a ram skull for like your horse. Ooh. Like it was like a mask for your horse.
Yeah.
But like this last battle pass on it, like half of everything was like more supplies for your camp, more supplies for your camp. And I'm like, I guess that's good if you got like, like super dedicated players who are like constantly doing stuff for their camp.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. And I wanted to see what could draw me in, and didn't have enough good content to draw me in.
Yeah, and so like I started playing Grand Theft Auto 5 like recently, just kind of pick it up because I beat the game once, and I went to go play it again for the second time, but I stopped near the end of the game because after you beat the game, you don't do the assassination missions. Have you played this game? Have you played it?
Which one?
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, I played it all.
If you don't do the Lester assassination missions and then finish the game, you can do it a certain way and get like the biggest loadout, and then do the assassination missions, but then play with the stocks to do that. You can. I walked away with like almost $2 billion, which is more than enough money in that game to like buy everything.
Yeah.
And so while doing that, I also hopped into the online mode, and dude, the online is so cool. It's a little overwhelming though because I bought a clubhouse, a biker club.
Yeah.
And then in that biker club, you can go to it, and I have a shop now that I can like customize my bikes and stuff. But then there's also a little computer in the back where you can run your business, and that's how you get your money.
Yeah.
And so I bought a fake cash laundering place, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm going to go check it out. So then I drove all the way there. There's another computer there where you actually run the business. And so you have to like hire staff. You have to make sure that they have insurance. You have to make sure that they're paid. You have to make sure you're bringing in product. You have to make sure that that product is protected. And you can go do it yourself, or you can pay like NPCs to like run the stuff for you. And you have to like launder the money back through another service before you can actually get it.
Wow, that's like crime training now.
And that's just one thing. There's nightclubs, there's arcade, like actual game arcades. There's casinos that you can run. There's a bunker for like underground heists that you can do. Like you can own a casino that people go to and like pay to play games, to, like pay in game to gamble in game, and you can own it. But then you can become a CEO and have this like nice luxury life, all these really expensive cars, really expensive apartments and stuff, and other CEOs can send henchmen out to go and get you. Those henchmen could be NPCs, or they can be actual people in their company that are like their bouncers or like strong arms that they can send out to like attack your business and stuff.
Holy crap. Okay, that has evolved a lot since the last time I was on there.
Because when I became the CEO of my biker company, and like I named it, I forgot what I named it. It was something stupid. I think I named it where I bought the location of where I bought the building. And so it put me in a group thing for CEOs, and I saw that there was these two rivals that were owning casinos, and they were like in battle with each other and stuff. And it's like you can take over the company, you can step down. You can have a clan, kind of like in what was it? What is it in Red Dead Redemption 2?
A posse.
A posse. You can have that in Grand Theft Auto, but if you're owning a business and do that, then you have like
workers.
Like if I was the CEO, I can make you my CFO, and then I can have the financial advisor. You can pick people to be the company, and they actually like do the parts and stuff. It is so cool, but it is completely overwhelming.
That is crazy. I did not know it went nearly that in depth.
Which makes sense why it's selling as much as it does.
There's literally stuff for everyone to do. If you want to get in there and just throw pipe bombs and blow stuff up, you can do that. Or if you want to like plan a hostile takeover or do training for real criminal activity, there you go.
I bought a garage. And I bought a bunch of racer cars, and I like suited them up, tuned them all up, made them all like everything, and I do races now. And so, like, that's what I was doing. So I would do normal races, not the crazy races that they have, because they do have those.
Yeah, no, I've played some of those.
Yeah, they had one race where it was like you're on the ground and then you jump up in the air and it says press X, and I press X and all of a sudden these wings pop out. And so you jump and then you press X and the wings come out and then all of a sudden you're flying. And then it's like then you go down to the water and you have to press X again and it goes into like this like raft thing floats around the car.
Wasn't it like a Sonic game or a Mario game that did that?
I can't. Maybe it's possible, but and I'm like, you have that, but then you have normal street races where you can wager money and stuff. And I'm like, there's and then there's this Tron games for Halloween. They had it was basically infected, but someone was like a mass murderer with a machete in a dark lit warehouse, and so the other players had to like hide from him and stuff. And I'm like, it's a game within a game.
Yeah.
And like they you know how like in the single player you can play golf.
Mm-hmm.
You can play golf online, but you can do tournaments online.
Oh,
and
wow.
have like actual tournaments with real players, like and who could become the champion of some golfing tournament.
Okay, I can definitely see why people
CFOs are shooting each other with jets and stuff, like all on the same server. GTA 6 is going to be insane.
It's just going to turn into like Second Life. Like you remember that thing where it's like you go online and like just make like a Second Life. I mean that's what it sounds like. It's just. You know, I'm tired of like being a restaurant worker. I want to be a CEO gangster that does astronaut training.
You haven't watched The Office, but there's an episode where Dwight Schrute, who he reminds me of you so much, is that he's like the top executive, or he's the top salesman at this paper company, and there's an episode where it shows him playing Second Life in The Office, and in the Second Life game, he is a salesperson for a paper company, and it is the funniest thing, and he's complaining about the company like not doing well while his actual company is not doing well, and it's just. It is the funniest thing, and if anyone's an hour into this episode listening to talk about The Office, kudos. That's one of my favorite shows, and that's completely off topic and not video game related, unless they made an Office video game, which I don't think they will. But I think that's it.
What if we're characters in another game called Third Life, and someone's just playing us? Inception.
It's the Matrix. We're all. It's what does Elon Musk believe, that we're all in a simulation and there's like different tiers, and we're on this one tier, and if we move up a tier.
Okay, well, statistically speaking, I do not believe this, but statistically speaking, we are more likely to be in a simulation than to not be in a simulation, because there is only one actual reality, but there is essentially nearly infinite simulations of reality. Like, let's say we get to a point to where we have strong enough computers to simulate reality for whatever reason. We could say, okay, we're going to simulate reality if, Hitler was a nice guy. We're going to simulate reality if there's an asteroid impact. But computers could be running like billions of these simulations constantly while there's only one actual reality. So numerically speaking, we would more likely to be in a simulation than for this to actually be real life. But I think that's a little short-sighted to think that way.
Well, I think we're going to leave it on that note. I'm Zach.
Very philosophical at the end.
There you go. I'm Zach.
And I'm Lindsay.
And we're the Game Forum.